Hello everybody, it's Armastis and you're watching Armastis Live. And how is everyone doing today? We've got some news. We've got quite a bit of news to catch up to because it's been a while since we've done the news. Since we were a bit on hiatus and catching up and fixing things and blah 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff we've missed. We got to go through it all together. I'm super excited. Some cool stuff today, but before we do that, first thing, most important thing, how you all doing? You taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other, showing love yourselves to others. Remember, betterhelp.com. Always going to talk about it. I know I'm not sponsored yet, but you know what? It's important. It's important to me. I hope it's important to you. Make sure that you go out there and you see someone if you need any help of any kind. You know, lately I was struggling a little bit with some forgiveness, but self-forgiveness mostly. Just, you know, I think sometimes we can be hard on ourselves. Sometimes we've done things in the past that we regret, we're not really happy about. You know what? I've gotten some great tools from counselors, therapists that I've seen in the past that help me get through those things. Take that negative energy, using it to guide me in the right direction, to put me back on the path. And I think from what I hear, there's some pretty good folks over there at betterhelp.com that can help you as well do the same thing. So go check them out. Next thing, please like, please subscribe, please follow. I see some of you. I see some of you watching there, but some of you ain't liking or subscribing. Please do so. Let's get that number up some more. Next thing to talk about is you know what? No, we're gonna do that as we get into the news. I think that's all. I think that's all we got to talk about for now. So I'll tell you what. Let's just get right into the news. All right, my Kupos. First thing I want to talk about. This is what I wanted to talk about right here. Was Zulu's board game cafe. Boop. Yep. So let me just a quick shout out to Zulu's. These folks are pretty darn awesome. They've got some cool stuff over there. They started selling Final Fantasy TCG singles, which is amazing. Bravo, Zulu's, good for you. Zulu's, good for you. Also, I played in a tournament last Wednesday there. It was a lot of fun. The crowd got bigger. Oh my gosh, there's like 16, I think there were 16 people that showed up. I'm proud of myself. I actually came in 5th place, and I'm gonna do a deck profile with the deck that I played. I didn't know I did that well. I lost really quickly. I lost the first game I lost to though. I kid you not, this person built a deck was like just to counter the kind of deck I was playing because he was so paranoid. But it was a wonderful deck, and he got some cool strategy in there. And I think we'll probably cover that more in the deck profile when we do that stream. Anyways, go check them out. They have, I think they still have pre-orders up for Opus 14. And I think soon will be 15. It was kind of weird, like 14, 15 was like really quickly back to back. But they are taking orders for Opus 14 booster boxes. I believe they ship in all over the United States. I'm not sure international, but you always give them a call or send them an email, ask, and I'm sure they can help you out if anything else. And let's see. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to give them a quick shout out because I had a lot of fun there. Some great folks. They have a cool setup. They got this cool outdoor fireplace there. Might take maybe one day, take family there or something like that. Go have a beer next to the fireplace, play a board game there. They serve food. Anyway, go check them out. Zulu's Board Game Cafe. I have the link in the video description down below. Next people I want to talk about, which has been fantastic as well. And some of you know this gentleman. I believe his name is Gregory Cole, if I'm correct. The owner, I'm not sure if he's the owner or founder of The Light Games. And the cool thing about him, so I usually order, well, usually, I'm saying like I've always done it. Okay, I've started to order, I should say, my Opus boxes or Final Fantasy TCG boxes by the case now. And I've gotten them from I've actually gotten half a case from like other various places, and I got the last one, Opus 13, from Cards of Ivalice. But I want to give a shout out to the Light Games, Gregory, because he was cool and I was able to go through him, and I was able to at least guarantee some pre-release kits, boxes, case, really. Anyway, I want to give them a shout out because, again, smaller business. Check them out. I have a link to his store in the video description as well. So shout out to you, Gregory. The Light Games. I think they actually just did a live stream as well. I believe they were hosting a tournament. If you go check them out, and it's probably over now, but it was just streaming recently live. I think I could be wrong, but they do host games as well, and they do stream them live as well. And yeah, they got good stuff. So go check out the Light Games. Again, the stores in the video link description. It is via Facebook. I know, I'm sorry, but that's how they have it set up. It's okay. You can still message them directly or email them, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help you out. So there is the Light Games. Okay. So now on to the trading card game stuff. So first thing we're going to talk about today is not the pre-release kit, the promo, the May promo. So I know this is old news to some of you. Again, I've been out for a little while. This, is still rather new to me because I was out for a while and I was looking through the stuff and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize some of these promos were out today or out now. And maybe I did mention this card. I can't remember. Anyway, but this is the May promo. I know we're almost at the end of May. And I did see a spoiler for the June promo, but I didn't get enough time to put it up there. But I just want to say this is the May promo. It is Cyan the Crayon, and I love this card. It's great in Samurai. As we all know, Samurai is just like up there, top tier. Steel, a top tier deck. This card is incredible. It's hard to believe that he is a rare. It comes out of Opus 11. It's like every amazing card comes out of Opus 11. And I know it's so hard for us to get our hands on Opus 11 stuff, but please, Square Enix, please reprint cards, for crying out loud. Listen, I know the first few years, 4 or 5 years, when trading card games first come out, they don't do reprints, and then they say, oh, we're not going to reprint, but then they start reprinting. I think you're going to do it, Square Enix. I think you're going to do it, and I hope you do it sooner rather than later. There's a lot of new players, and they need to get their hands on some of these cards, especially cards from Opus 11. And I'm talking not just for collecting, but for players. The players are the backbone, the foundation, the bread and butter of trading card games. They're starting to come into the game. Give them access to cards, please, so that way they can start participating more. Anyway, at least this is one reprint. It is the promo reprint. To get your hands on a promo, you go compete in a local tournament. Some places will give out a promo, a non-foil version, maybe sometimes a foil version of a promo. I know Zulu's does, of these cards when you purchase something. So, reach out to your locals and maybe they can hook you up as well. So there we go. Cyan the Crayon, the May promo. Next news, we'll go over the June promo, which I guess we should do the news sooner rather than later as well. All right, next up, let's start talking about Opus 14, the pre-release hit. Oh my gosh, people, what are we gonna do? I don't know how to deal with this. Here's the thing, okay? The promo. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, people, the promo that comes with this. You all know it, right? First, let's look first at the beautiful sleeves here. We get this. So this character, actually, I had to look it up. It took me a while to figure out what this character was. This is Omega, I think, right? I think the character is called Omega, if I'm correct. And I believe it's like an ultimate weapon of some sort. I think this is Omega. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is Omega. This will also be a card in in Opus 14. And here are the sleeves. It looked amazing. And I was able to kind of figure out what it was because, like, if you look right there on the chest area of that guy right there, he has like this little Omega little symbol there. And so yeah, I was able to find him. I think he's from Final Fantasy 1 or 4. No, not 1. It can't be 1. Maybe 4 or 5. I'm not too sure there. Anyway, those are the sleeves. They look cool. Next up, the promo. Let's talk about this madness here, okay? If you haven't pre-ordered, oh my god, I hate pre-ordering, but we have to with trading card games, especially nowadays, and I keep telling you all to do it. Please go do it. Go do it. Pre-order. Pre-order your pre-release kit. If people are offering it now, once Zulu's is able to take on pre-orders, they're going to start taking on pre-orders. The light games, reach on over to them. They're starting to take over pre-orders. They may be limited in stock as well, but pre-order wherever you can. It is a reprint of the famous Opus I Tifa card, and it's basically, it goes in conjunction with the Final Fantasy VII remake, and so this is just an updated version of the card. It's Tifa. It's just, it's a highly demanded character, a highly demanded, like in a highly demanded or popular, I should say, video game series. And just a highly demanded card already, and it's, yeah, if you don't get your hands on this pre-release kit, just expect that the bad actors out there, they're gonna be able to order these in massive, are gonna sell them for 2, 3, 4, 5 times the price on eBay. So if you can, please pre-order, and please don't scalp. Don't be one of them. Don't be those people, please. Okay, you're working against yourself. If you're not letting people get a hold on the product, people aren't going to want to get involved in it, and then eventually they're just not going to want to buy. So don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, go pre-order. The card looks beautiful though, right? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I'm trying to get, so I don't want to make any promises, and I know it's been a while since we've done a giveaway, but I'm going to try to also do a giveaway with the pre-release kit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a giveaway international, because international is pricey, but I will try to do that as well. Anyway, the pre-release kit though does, and so here's weird, it's a bit of a weird thing. The pre-release kit is marked for July 31st, and Opus 14 is, if you go to the site, it's marked for like before the pre-release kit, but it got pushed back, so now I believe it's in August, Opus 14. But we should see July 31st, basically last day of July, to hopefully have the pre-release kit. And hopefully in North America, we don't see any more delays, because that was rough, Square Enix. And I know a lot of things, a lot of issues, but getting Opus 13 so late in the game was not great. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. So anyway, there you go. Pre-release kit, Opus 14. Looks amazing. It looks, I hope you're excited. Let me know in the comments if you are. It looks freaking fantastic. Okay, so let's talk now Crystal Abyss. So Final Fantasy TCG Crystal Abyss. This is Opus 14. Also, well, actually, I'm not gonna spoil that yet. But anyway, so this is Opus 14. I'm super excited. The box looks amazing, right? The cover art again looks again fantastic. So bravo Square on that. And we've gotten some spoilers. There were some spoilers, of course, as per usual, on the Square Enix website. We're gonna go through those cards, but we also got some other stuff to look at. But so let's go ahead. Let's just jump in. We're gonna look at some spoilers, and we're gonna give some speculations as well. You know, predictions / speculations. So the first card up here. This card took me a while to figure out who this was. I was like, who the heck is this? And I believe that this is Rain. I believe this is the character Rain. Let me know if I'm incorrect, but I believe this is Rain. And I think this is going to be a, well, this should be an FFBE. As we look on the bottom of the card there, you can see right there, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. This will be an FFBE card. I'm hoping that it is a support for Type O, or at least more Class Cadet stuff, because they don't have a whole lot of like Earth kind of support. But we'll see. I don't know. I think this will probably be a forward, and it could maybe be a backup. It's Earth, obviously. And what I have here in my notes here is it might be some sort of card that will, and it's kind of obvious, right? Because it's Earth. It may be some sort of like increase or decrease to power for forwards, but we'll see. Or maybe it's a searcher. I don't know. I don't know much about this character in Final Fantasy, so I think sometimes if I know if you know more about a character, sometimes the cards do align with the kind of attributes from the character in the video game. But I don't know Rain too much. At least I don't think I do. But it looks cool, right? Don't you think it looks cool? What do you all think? Who is this? If you know who this is, let me know. And if you have ideas of what this card may be, let me know as well. Maybe there was already spoil and I didn't see it. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, next up we've got here, of course, Cloud. Okay, so this set is gonna have some more cool 14 stuff. I mean, sorry, Final Fantasy VII stuff, which means that people are gonna go clamoring for it. Collectors, not just players, but a lot more collectors because it's 7. Pre-order if you can, okay, but we're getting another Cloud card, and may I say that this card looks freaking amazing. This is the coolest looking Cloud card, I think, so far in the FFTCG. I'm willing to bet here, I have here in my little comments here, that this is going to be a forward, and I think this will also be, I was looking at other past, so all these speculations, okay, so Chunky here on the previous card says that he thinks it could be a king or a prince. Maybe, Chunky, maybe. So back to the Cloud, though. I think going on how Cloud cards have been on the past, and we look at this one, there have been 2 Earth, I believe 2 previous Earth Cloud cards, which are really good, especially the starter one, which has still seen quite a bit of play. But this one may be another one that does some increase to power and have some sort of break ability. But it may also do some decrease to power, and it may just be some support for the 7th, like for anything specific to Final Fantasy VII. But anyway, let me know what you all think this Cloud card is going to be. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It looks cool though. I hope there's a full art version of it. That's for sure. All right, next up we've got, okay, so this card, I have a soft spot for the Emperor cards. That's the Emperor, unless I'm wrong. But that's the Emperor right there. The cover art card right here, it's the Emperor. We have lightning, we have, I believe there's lightning, there's ice, and then there's dark, the Emperor cards, which mean this should be a fire, the Emperor cards. There are quite a few of Emperor cards that have upon entrance effects. And I forgot what that's called. Oh my gosh, I forgot what that's called in the game, that mechanic. Anyway, active, right? Active effect or something like that. Anyway, this is probably going to do some sort of deal damage to a forward. The ice one allows you to discard from your hand. There's the one that I really like from Opus 1, which is when sent from field to break zone, you get to search for a card named the Emperor from your deck and then put it out in the field dull. So I think that combo with this, just if this does like some sort of damage or whatever it may be upon entrance, who knows? I'm not really sure. This means just speculating, but if it does that, having it with fire, I think would be cool, because I think fire and dark cards right now mix a little easier than like ice and dark. I keep trying to make the Emperor work. The issue is consistency. So I don't know, maybe this card will help with the consistency, especially with the dark Emperors. It's hard to run a lot of dark or even just a lot of light characters, even with the new cards from Opus 13 that support light and dark. I just hope that, I don't know, I hope it makes it easier. Maybe it would be cool if this says, like, if you have a card, the Emperor, in your hand, you can do something with it, then you can, like, run the dark stuff more. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, it's the Emperor, it's fire, it looks cool, I like it, it's a cover art card, it may be a full art card as well, because it's the cover art card. I don't know, who knows. So, this guy here, okay, this one here, it took me a while to figure out who this character was. I haven't played 7 Remake yet. This character is, I think, Roche or Roche, R-O-C-H-E. And just looking from what this character does in the 7 Remake game, I believe he may be backup support. It might be backup support specifically for 7 characters. Not sure what kind of rarity this card may be, but it'll probably be just like with traditional, with any kind of lightning kind of thing. It may be a thing where it just dulls a character, decreases the power of a forward, etc., or some sort of support with 7. I don't know, but that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think this card's gonna be. It looks cool. I mean, it's not bad. It's okay. It's okay. So for our next card here, we've got the ultimate weapon. I believe ultimate weapon Omega. I believe the name of the card is Omega. I think this card's going to be a forward. Typically, dark cards are forwards, and same with lights. We don't have too many backup light and dark cards. The ones we do are pretty great, but I think this is going to be another forward. I think it's going to be a beast of a card. I'm willing to bet it's going to be a 10k, at least a 10k, maybe a 9k, but I think maybe at least a 10k forward, and it's going to have a sick effect. It's obviously the sleeve art, and I read up on the character on this card specifically. Again, I can't remember what Final Fantasy game this character comes out of, because I've seen it before and I'm sure I've fought it before. But let me know in the comments if you remember. You can just go do a quick Google search. I'm sure I could do the same and look. But what this character does in the video game is it does this like it's called the wave cannon attack that does damage to all the characters in your party when he comes out, when you fight him. So I'm assuming that this card is going to have some sort of deal damage to all forwards opponent controls kind of effect. It's also, of course, going to be super high attack, I think, in my or power, in my opinion. And it might also provide some sort of like boost, some sort of oh no, it may cripple the power of your opponent's forwards as well. And Eric Sedano here in the comments says, I'm collecting FFTCG, all FF14 cards, and this box art is amazing. Can't wait for this. I'm right there with you, Eric. It looks freaking amazing. So here we go. This is Omega. I think this card's just going to be a beast of a card. I'm looking forward to play it. I love dark cards, and I do like light cards, but like I'm a big fan of Neo X Death. I know a lot of people hate that card. I love that card. I finally got was played against somebody used that card against me in the last tournament, and looking at that card, you know, in the opposite direction, a little intimidating, but I did win that match. But yeah. So I think this card is just going to be a beast, and it's going to be freaking a fantastic card. Let me know what you all think of Omega. It'll probably be a legend, I'm guessing. All right, next up we get a Zidane card. Is it Zidane or Zidane? I always say Zidane. I'm sticking with Zidane. This Zidane's different. It's wind and it's water. Now we've had just wind Zidanes, and we've had just water Zidanes, and we've even had Zidanes of light, if you will. But this is going to be a mixed element, a multi-element, wind and water. And I think this is going to be a forward, most likely, as is typical with Zidane. And it's going to... I think it'll be one of those things where it may do a discard and draw effect in one. Or it may be a discard, or it may be something like reactivation of cards of some sort. Be it wind. It would be cool if it was like reactivate wind and or water cards. That would be cool. Or something of like returning cards from field to hand kind of thing, which goes in conjunction with water. So I think it's going to be like some sort of mixture of that. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's a legend, and I hope it's actually a full art, because the art of this, I love this kind of art. It looks beautiful to me. So I don't know. We'll see. Zidane's still popular right now, especially in like that lock build. So we'll see what this is here. It's Rectagino Gaming says, would have to be something special to replace Opus 3 Zidane in wind. Agreed. It's a high bar. It's gonna have to reach, because Zidane from Opus 3 is just fantastic. But maybe this will be it. It'll be nice to get some more focus on wind and water as well, just to mix it up some more. That would be really cool. Anyway, moving on with Zidane. Let me know your thoughts as well in the comments down below. So, oh, reprints. I almost forgot. Reprint alert. We got to talk about the reprints in Opus 14. Yes, the reprints. I am so stoked about this. I was just talking about the Emperor. This is a different The Emperor from Opus 2, and I think this Emperor card is highly underrated. This card is so good. It is like the Jinzo of abilities in a sense, if you know Yu-Gi-Oh. Basically, the character's opponent controls cannot use special or action abilities, and especially in today's environment. I think Ursula with monks, right? The Emperor would shut her down. This card is just a great card. It comes out of Opus 2. If you haven't had a chance, go get your hands on Opus 2 boxes, because they are skyrocketing in price, and Opus 3 is not far behind. Opus 1 is already way up there, I know. But if you can, Go get your Opus 2 boxes, and then Opus 3. Again, Zulu's, I believe, has some Opus 2 boxes left, and I'm sure the Light Games, they may have something as well if you reach out to them. Again, there are links to their stores in their video description. But we're getting a reprint of the Emperor. It's going to be a full art. It's that beautiful hand-drawn art. I can't wait to get my hands on this card. It's going to be amazing. I'm so glad they're reprinting this one. The next reprint card here is going to be the Swole Wool. This wool looks incredible. It's always been a beautiful looking card. The fact that we're getting a reprint of this is amazing. This card's already great. This card's actually being used in some monk builds as well today, because it's Earth and it adds support to Sophie, which is pretty cool. I am excited. I'm glad that they're reprinting this one. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, this pain in the butt legend card to pull. They are reprinting it as a full art. I'm so glad that we're getting a reprint. I know it's going to be an expensive reprint, but here's the thing, people. This card is hard to pull. So freaking difficult. I have opened 4 boxes of Opus 4, and I've only gotten one Estinian, not even a foil. Now, I'm sorry, Opus 6. It comes out of Opus 6. So I do have an Opus 6 behind me box that I got recently, and it's just been sitting there. I was thinking about opening it today, just off camera, just so, because I like to still open stuff, you know, off camera and not have to do the whole setup. Maybe you'll get another one. Anyway, the card is hard to get. It's like $60 for foil on TCG Player. Non-foil, I think, is like $40 for one. It's an expensive card. We're going to get it in a reprint. It's going to look amazing as a full art. Oh my gosh. I think this is going to be the chase card that everybody's going to want out of the set. I think it's going to be this and anything, and the Cloud, honestly, in my opinion. So again, get your pre-orders in. I'm super stoked about this. Let me know what you all think, how you all feel and think about these reprints. If Square Enix made a good choice or not. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Next up here is I actually had to really quickly get this in. I had to do some editing because I just saw this right before, or not too long before I was about to start this stream. I saw these spoilers here. I didn't watch the Square Enix Japan stream on YouTube. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was like some sort of like announcements for Square Enix stuff Japan. But they did some more TCG, those stuff spoilers, and they released this here. These are going to be some of the full arts in Opus 14. We have, and I look at my notes down here, we got Garland on the left. In the middle, we got Lilty, of course. And on the right, is that my right or your right? I'm not really sure here. Anyway, we've got Al Cid. And I love the way Al Cid looks. Get that Al Cid card, blow it up for us, Square Enix, and sell it as a poster, and I will buy it. This card, that card looks beautiful. Fantastic. Bravo to the artists. I mean, you bumped it up with 14. Every set you keep bumping up that art style, and these cards are no exception to that. This looks fantastic. We're not going to speculate on these cards, but I love the way they look. Who knows what they're going to do? I think we only have one Al Cid card in the set, so this will be another Al Cid card. Hopefully it's a very cool card and not something just throwaway. Either way, it'll be cool for collecting. Next up, we did get some actual stuff with text on it. We are going to get this incredible looking full art, black and white, Ilua card. Oh my gosh. So, okay, so Ilua out of, I believe, it is Ilua out of 15, no, I'm sorry, Opus 11, I think it is, which is an already amazing card. So we will be getting Ilua here. Let's give this a quick read. Now, I haven't read this yet, so we're going to read this together. She has haste, just like the other Ilua. And again, it looks like it's FFTA2. It was blurry. I tried to sharpen this image as much as I could. And it looks like here, when Ilua attacks, you may dull any number of active fire backups you control. When you do so, choose one forward, deal it 3,000 damage for each backup you dulled. Due to this ability, and Ilua gains 3,000 power for each backup you dueled due to this ability until the end of the turn. Okay, so all right, so let's just take a moment here. Basically, she attacks, you duel 2, She goes up to 9k, and she's gonna deal 6k, right? Will it be 6k? So, and she'll deal 6k to something. Obviously, the more you dull, the more damage it's gonna do. This card is amazing. It looks like it's gonna be just a rare too. That is disgustingly good. Anyway, we got Alua there. She looks amazing. I'm super excited about that card. I love the fact that it's in black and white. It looks just freaking fantastic. We got another reveal here with some text on it from Opus 14. We got Ketone here. Again, I cleaned up this card as best I can. It's got X-Burst. It's going to be a backup FFBE, so Brave Exius. That's why I think the Rain card, or whatever that card is going to be some sort of also a backup card. But when Ketone enters the field, you choose one character during this turn. It cannot attack or block, and it cannot use action abilities, ladies and gentlemen. This card is freaking amazing. I think it's going to have a lot of utility. It's just so good. The ability, the special here is Dream Within a Dream. You're going to discard a Ketone, a dull, choose one forward, deal it 4,000 damage. You may pay 1 earth. When you do so, use this special ability, gain again without paying the cost. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. So it looks like it's going to deal 8k basically if you pay that extra earth. It's really a pretty freaking fantastic backup, in my opinion. It's an amazing backup, and it's only cost 2. I think this will be good splashable in pretty much any kind of earth build. So there you go, Ketone. And then I think we got one more as well. Yes, we do have one more coming up here. And it's going to be Ravana, Savior of the Nath. Weird name. It's from 14. The category is 14 Primal. It's a legend, by the way. And okay, let's read this. Some text on this here. Okay. Ravana, Savior of the Nath, can attack 4 times in the same turn. Ravana, Savior of the Nath, can attack 4 times in the same turn. 4 times, 4 times in the same turn. Okay, sure. Ravana, Savior of the Nath, cannot gain Brave. That sounds fair, I guess. Yes, I mean, it's gonna attack 4 times. Might as well have tacked on the Brave anyway. If Ravana, Savior of the Nath, is dealt damage, reduce the damage by 5,000 instead. Why not? Why not protect it as well? It can only attack 4 times. And when a character is put from the field into the break zone, activate Ravana, Savior of the Nath. Sure, why not add that on there too? Okay, this card's incredible. This card is disgustingly good, but you know what? I'm okay with it because it's lightning, and I'd love to see more lightning make it to the top of the charts as opposed to it always kind of being like earth, ice, or earth. It seems like it's always earth, fire, ice, or wind, and like lightning and water are always kind of the bottom, but I'm okay with this. We do have Behemoth K now. I think this card's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm not sure how it's going to fit in a deck, but there we go. There's Ravana. I'm super excited about it. What do you all think? What do you all think about that card? Disgustingly good. Attacks 4 times. Gosh, come on. Okay, so let's take a look here at this set. Do you all see it? What do you see something? What do you all see in this? Can you see it? How about now? Can you see it? What's unique about this? How about now? Can you see it? Now can you see it? Huh? How about now? Can you see what's unique about this? How about now? Can you see it? Okay, let me just tell you. It doesn't say Opus on it. It doesn't say Opus anywhere on this thing. So, this is going to be the very first set where Square Enix is completely dropping the Opus title, subtitle to FFTCG. And the reasoning, and I love the reasoning for this. In fact, let me see if I can just read it here. Where are my notes here? You know, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm just going to read it straight from Square Enix site. It says, additionally, starting with the set, the product's title will no longer include the Opus text and instead will include the subtitle only, so Crystal Dominion, along with avoiding new player feelings intimidated by a high number. The prominent subtitle imparts an even stronger sense of the Final Fantasy atmosphere. I like this move, honestly. We all know it'll be, if we keep tacking it on, we can call it Opus 15, but I think it's great that we drop it because it is daunting. Even for me, right? I got in on Opus 11 and it was like, oh my gosh, I'm like 11 sets behind. I'll never be able to catch up. Thankfully, I was able to get in there before that bubble got really big with trading card games. I was able to catch up with the other older stuff. But it is intimidating, so I think this is a smart move. This is great for the community. I think it's going to get more, not only collectors, but specifically players. And I think that's the big key again, the bread and butter, the backbone, the players. The players are the most important part of any trading card game, hands down. We cannot forget that. Listen, I'm more so a collector nowadays. I used to be a professional Yu-Gi-Oh player, at least that's what I call myself, you know, because I was sponsored and I would travel and I would play in games, in tournaments across the country. But listen, the players is what makes these trading card game things. And I think work, and we need to not intimidate people. So bravo, Square Enix. I think it's a fantastic idea that we're dropping the Opus name. It's cool, and my OCD likes it because it's numbered, but at the same time, it's also not cool because it's so hard to follow along. Like Magic doesn't do that, and I think it's smart. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't do that. I mean, heck, Pokemon doesn't do that. So I think it's great that Square is seeing that. They're looking to the future, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like this trading card game is going to last a while. This is a good thing. So, okay, let's get on now to spoilers and speculations here. So we've already gotten a little bit, and I already did a video on this. We already know that there's going to be a starter set coming out with this. Pre-order this too, because why? Well, it's going to be based on Final Fantasy VII Remake stuff. We all know how that goes, right? Opus 11. So get your hands on this because I think the starter set's going to be a little difficult to get as well, and we'll sell it quickly. I mean, it's Cloud smacked down right there on the face. Like, it's going to sell. I mean, Square Enix knows this, so get your hands on it. Anyway, so it's going to start off with that. Then we'll have, of course, the set come out, and I think we got it. I know we have Bart's up there right now, but I think the set should be coming out November. Yes, it's November. It's like back to back. I know because of COVID and everything, it's weird how the release things happen, but get your pre-orders if you can with this. Once they're available, I think people are being conscious of the back-to-back release and are delaying a little bit on the pre-order, but as soon as you can, get your hands on this. Anyway, so let's start out with the speculations. Right now, right off the bat, we got this Bart's Chocobo card thing. I don't know what it's gonna be. It could be a forward, it could be a backup. It's a Theatrhythm card, which is cool. I've never played the game, but it's cool. It looks cute, and what I'm actually hoping this card is I'm actually hoping that it's more Chocobo support than anything else. But it may also be a thing since Bart's cards like to reactivate wind. It may be like a reactivate Chocobo or wind, or who knows? I don't know, but it's cool. We'll see. Let me know what you think about this Bart's card. It'll probably just be a common of some sort. I'll be surprised if it's a legend. Who knows? It'd be cool if it's a legend. All right, next up, we've got here Kate Sith. Kate Sith doesn't see a whole lot of love from 7. I like those characters, so it's nice to see that we get this one here. I was looking at other Kate Sith cards. I think this is going to be some sort of backup support. It is Earth again here. And it's either going to do something to like negate or help with block some sort of summons, or decrease damage effect abilities of some sort, maybe something like that. That's just my thoughts. I'm comparing it again to the abilities of Kate Sith in the game, and also what we've seen so far in the PCG. Who knows? I don't know. Let me know. And okay, Ultros here. So here's the thing. I'm glad we're seeing another Ultros. I hope this is the Ultros that really adds the support that we need for the other Ultros card. There's a Legend Ultros, I believe. Yeah, a Legend Ultros card, which is pretty freaking fantastic, which I believe lets you search for another or play another Ultros or something like that. So hopefully this will add that support. It'll be very cool. I'm excited to see it. It looks cool. I'm kind of hoping it's also full art just because of the way it looks here. So it may also do a support. It may also have some sort of support of like chucking cards back into your opponent's hand, because if you remember from the video game, Ultros would like knock the character off screen. I believe that's what he did. So maybe that's what will happen here. Maybe that's what we'll see with this Ultros card. I'm excited. I'm glad we'll see an Ultros. Chunky, give me all the FF6 full arts, right? I agree with you, Chunky. All of them. Okay, so this card, pain in the butt to know what card this was. I was trying to identify who this character was. If you know who this is, let me know in the comments or in the comments below or here during the stream. I think it's either going to be Gilgamesh or Ricard. I think maybe Gilgamesh. I don't know. It's lightning. It'll probably be some sort of, if it's Gilgamesh, it's going to be some sort of like break forward ability of some sort. If it's Ricard, who knows? It can go either way. But we're just going to move on to this one. The card looks cool. I hope there's a full art of it. I don't know. I just hope there's a full art of everything. Okay, Terra. Beautiful Terra. My heart melted when I saw this card. I love it. Square Enix, there better be a full art version of this card. Oh, I'm gonna come after somebody, okay? Something's gonna happen. I am so excited to see another Terra card. You all know that I'm a huge 6 fan. My favorite, and in my opinion, the best Final Fantasy game. I think Chunky here will agree with me. And it's ice, so some more ice support. What will it do? So the past Terra ice cards have had to do something typically with summon support. So this may be some sort of more summon support, as well as freezing and or dulling abilities, as is typical with any kind of other ice. So we'll see. I think what I would love to see is, like, if you play a summon, you then can also dull and ice. Dull and freeze something. That would be cool, right? Play summon, dull and freeze. Kind of like the Terra, when you play a summon, you do an extra, the fire one, you do 2k to a forward. Maybe instead of dealing damage, it dulls and freeze, which I think is kind of better in many ways. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited about it. It looks freaking fantastic. Chunky's excited about it. Okay, this card looks beautiful. I don't know. I love looking at sad things. I don't know. I know it's kind of weird. I saw this, just him. I believe this is Ace here. I think this is gonna be Ace. And it looks like he's holding some character of some sort here. Something happened. Anyway, the card looks amazing. So I'm comparing it to other Ace cards, and I think here, when I look down at my notes, what might happen is this may be some more Cadet Zero support, possibly some search support, and maybe search for backup support. I think would be cool. I'm a big fan of the Cadet Zero, of the Type O stuff. So I'm always happy to see more of those kinds of cards. I'd like to see Cadet Zero, Type Zero stuff be top tier. We'll see. And next up, we got the beautiful cover art card. It looks amazing. The cover art for this set just looks freaking fantastic. And right there on the front, of course, we've got Noctis and Unalesca. And my thoughts on this card, it's probably also going to be a forward. It may be a backup, but it's light, so it might be just a forward. I'm thinking it's going to add more 15 support, which I'm actually kind of excited about, because I'd love to see more 15 focused kind of builds. I think would be kind of cool, because I just love the art. I like the way it looks. And the game was pretty good. But yeah, this might be like some sort of play, maybe search backup 15 support, play it. I don't know. Again, I'm speculating. I could be completely off. It could be something completely different. Who knows? Wow. Anyway, it looks cool. More spoiler alert for the full art reprints here. First up, we've got, of course, Ace. Why not? So Square Enix, I don't know how I feel about this one. It's cool, but Square Enix decided to do a full art reprint of Ace from Opus 9. Sure. I don't have anything bad to say about this. It's a great card. I don't have anything great to say about it. I mean, I'm happy. It's Cadet Zero. It's Type O. Not a hard card to get, so okay. Sure. Unless I was extremely lucky. Next up is Yasmat. This makes sense. Yasmat was another freaking difficult card to pull. I've opened a lot of Opus 9, and I think I only have like 2 Yasmat cards. I don't know what. It's so hard. I got a full art Gabreth before I got Yasmat. So yeah, there you go. I mean, it's like Sophie, right? It's like from Opus 13. I think I got the full art Lightning before I got a foil Sophie. That's another hard card to pull. I think it's cool they're reprinting this one. This card is freaking powerful. It's cool. I like it. I'm glad that people sometimes still play it, especially in the lock kind of builds. So yeah, there you go. And then lastly, and certainly not least, is the beautiful Ash here. I love Final Fantasy XII. I love this card. I like its effect. I just love the art of it. I'm glad that this card is going to get a reprint because it just looks beautiful. If for anything else, it just looks beautiful. Yeah, it's played currently in the Monk build as well, in some builds, but yeah, I'm glad. Let me know what you all think about these reprints. I'm happy with them, you know. The Ace, Ace is okay, but the other two I'm super happy with as well. And I think that's it for our spoilers and speculations. I just really quickly want to do another shout out to Zulu's Board Game Cafe and the Light Games card game. Go check them out. I have links to their stores in the video link description. Again, Zulu's is taking pre-orders on 14. They're starting to sell singles, so especially if you're in the Seattle, Bothell area, go check them out. They have an awesome venue and setup. If you're an adult like myself, they serve alcohol. Drink responsibly, please, and also food as well. And you can do all that while you play, which is pretty awesome. And then the Light Games, Gregory over there is doing some fantastic stuff. He is reliable, and fair on prices. Check him out. Go check out his Facebook page. You can message him directly and they will be happy to help you with whatever. I think they ship internationally as well, possibly Zulus as well, but you can also call them as well. They got their numbers on their sites. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We caught up to the news. Oh my gosh, it's been a lot, and I know this was a bit of a long news one. Our news never typically goes this long, but it's, you know, we were playing catch up. We've been playing catch up. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for all of those who chimed in with your comments. Again, remember, you're all wonderful. You are all beautiful, and you're all loved. I appreciate every single one of you. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, ring the bell. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be here with you all. Have a great evening. Until next time, bye-bye.